the button. Oh, come on, one more. Come on, Rebel. How you intentionally foul on PlayStation?
Got himself.
Oh, I don't know how to do it. Get her. Foul.
Pass to Brown. Fires from deep.
I took value.
And with the rhythm.
Nice feed.
With the rhythm. With the rhythm.
I'm about to leave.
You got 1 second.
I was going to give you
Can't win. Can't win. Ain't no overtime. Ain't no overtime. Hold on. I can sit down. I can put the controller down.
Oh, you put the
Go
controller
ahead,
down on me?
It don't matter what you do. You ain't even made it.
Man.
Nah, let's hey,
Philadelphia on top, leading by 4. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines.
You see the builder? It's about to get crazy.
It's about to get crazy.
Get back.
Has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Back again. We have got our final 2 modes to talk about.
All right.
And in case you're just joining us right now, we are here with you to break down every game mode in NBA 2K27 in even more detail as your post-show entertainment. By the way, as a reminder, we are running Twitch drops right now for this special stream to earn locker codes in both 2K27 and 2K26. So if you are watching us on Twitch for 45 minutes or a total of 90 minutes, you can earn locker codes, including a GOAT pack and a Diamond Animation Breaker in 2K26, plus a Wear and Earn double rep eligible 2K Day hoodie in 2K27, and also skill boosts and
get your drops.
double XP coins as well. So stick around. We got a lot of fun news still to talk about in the rest of the show. But Stacks, let's talk about the builder and the city. And before we get into it, though, I wanted to mention many of you saw the exciting news that for the first time ever, the city is now co-ed with female My Players as well.
Co-ed.
It doesn't matter what your My Players appearance is. We want to make it clear that your height, your weight, your wingspans, your attribute ratings, your badges, those are determined by your build and not by your appearance. So there is full parity on the court. And keep in mind that once you choose a male or female My Player build, your selection for that save file is going to be locked. Female My Players, they can play across the multiplayer modes in the city. So the Rec, the Theater, Street Kings, Park, and more new modes that we're going to get to in a second, they can play in all of those modes. The other big news that you heard today that applies to everything we're going to be talking about in the builder in the city is the new NBA 2K HQ companion app. And this app gives you the full NBA 2K27 My Player builder right on your phone. So you can create new My Player builds on the go and then upload them so that they're going to be waiting for you on your console when you get home. You can even share those builds with the friends via like QR codes or sending them links. So there's a lot of really cool features in this app. There's daily rewards, tracking daily leaderboards. You can message your crew. You can actually manage your crew as well. So check all that info out on the NBA 2K website. But just keep in mind that the NBA 2K HQ app applies to everything we're talking about for the My Player Builder and the city. And the best thing about that app, it is going to be available on August 21st. That means 5 days before early access begins. You can download the NBA 2K HQ app, get into the full My Player Builder, and prep and get ready before early access even begins next week. Now, Stacks, I have a question for you, because you usually won't run with me because you don't like my builds. You think I drag you down on the court. Can you use the NBA 2K HQ app, make a build, and send it to me so that you can stop avoiding me this year?
What?
Evan, first and foremost, where is your console at? We haven't seen your console, I feel like, in 2 years. So once you find your console, I'll think about sending you a build. All right. First, we got to get your console situated. Then we'll worry about a build. All right. Let's go.
You
ahead
said
and
earlier
on,
we're gonna play. We're gonna play together this year. So I'm gonna find my console for you. Don't worry, Stacks.
Again, Evan, if you can find a console, we're gonna make it happen. But let's go ahead and move on. All of that information is fire. I can't wait to be able to control my crew from my phone. Yeah. Guys gonna get up out of here, man. This is gonna be good. Anyway, let's start talking about the builder a little bit. And Evan, the people want to know, I want to know, are there any new ways that you can create your build this year?
We still do have templates in addition to making a custom build from scratch. So first off, the community build templates are going to be coming back starting in season 2. Very excited to see who we have in those this year. Besides that, though, the Pro-Tuned and NBA build templates have been replaced with something that we're calling the Signature Blueprints templates. And that gives you the best of both worlds. So you get the versatility of those Pro-Tuned templates, but also the authentic feel of the real-life players of the NBA templates.
Okay.
So each of these Signature Blueprint templates, they are shaped by 3 player comparisons that draw from various NBA and WNBA players' abilities, blend those together into one build that reflects their play styles. And at launch, there are going to be 40 of these Signature Blueprint templates to choose from, and then there will be additional ones added each season. So that's the new builder option that you're going to see when you first open up the builder this year, Stacks.
I'm going to have to take a look at that, man. I always draw a little bit of inspiration, you know, when I see some of my favorite players there. So I'm definitely going to take a look at that. But every year, Evan, we know badges is a hot topic. You know, everybody wants to do badges. What we can do, what badge we planning to make our builds around our badges sometimes. Evan, what do we got with badges?
What's up with the badges?
Everybody's got a question about badges, and we got a lot of answers. The builder itself is better than ever. When you first see it, though, you're going to notice there's something called badge tokens. And those badge tokens are how you equip badges this year. Okay. So as you're making your build, you're going to see how your size and your position
did we have that before?
Which badges you qualify for, and how many tokens each badge costs. So as you change your physical, you might notice that, for example, a taller player may see a different number of tokens required for a badge compared to a shorter player, as an example. Something else you're going to notice in the builder itself is that legend badges cannot be obtained in the builder right from the beginning. You can still earn them, but you're not going to see red badges anymore when you are inside the builder. You're going to be able to earn them later. Don't worry, we'll get to that in just a second. But one more thing, speaking of badges, there are 53 total. There's 19 brand new ones. We mentioned it on our roadmap stream a few weeks ago. Because we added these new ones to ensure that there's more specialization. Okay. So set shot specialist, for example, from 2K26 has been replaced with separate mid-range and three-point shooting badges called Static Midi and Set and Fire. So again, there's a total of 19 new ones. I've pulled out 2 of my favorite ones here. One of them is Quick Trigger. That improves your ability to make no dip jump shots. So I'm going to be using that all the time, sitting in the corner, which is
no dip is bad.
But also, besides that, there's also the seatbelt badge, and that boosts your body up defense and makes it easier to clamp your opponents.
That's me all day.
And disrupt their drive. Those are 2 of my favorite new badges. Stacks, you got the list in front of you as well. What's your favorite?
Evan, I think you're gonna need all the defensive badges you can get your hands on, man.
Stacks always talking.
Has playmaking badges too. Get all of those. Get it. Just get every badge, Evan. Just find a way to get every single badge you can get. One of my favorite, though, after looking at the list, I like Smooth Operator. I feel like that's one of those badges that really complements the way I like to play mid-range fades and stuff like that. So Smooth Operator is definitely one of those badges I'm gonna try to get on my build ASAP. I'm probably gonna try to maximize that badge if I can. Let's go ahead and move on. So I heard you mention about legend badges, not being able to get them in the builder. How do we get the legend badges? I mean, if you can't get in the builder, how are we getting them?
You're a step ahead of me. I'm going to delay that answer for just a second. We are going to get to it, don't worry. But let's talk about how you earn and equip your badges first before we get into the legend badges, because you can't get them this year, don't worry. But just want to start from the very top. Every build starts with 20 badge slots. Okay. You get 20 badge slots across shooting, finishing, playmaking, defense, rebounding, and physicals. And you get all 20 of your slots right away, but you have to actually earn the badge tokens to fill them. So once your attributes meet the requirement for a badge, it's going to become available in your inventory to equip into a badge slot. And you can also reassign these at any time, so your choices are not locked in. And you can earn the badge tokens themselves by filling your badge meters in games, and then you will earn badge tokens for that specific discipline, like shooting or finishing, for example. The other way you can get them is you can earn bonus badge slots or bonus badge tokens through build specialization, season rewards, crew rewards, and those bonus slots and tokens can be applied to any discipline. Those are universal. They're not locked to specifically shooting or finishing or rebounding, for example. You can apply these bonus badge slots and bonus tokens that you earn from build specialization, seasons, and crew rewards into any discipline.
Welcome to OP players again.
Hey, Evan. You got me thinking here, man. I like hearing this information. It made me think, man. I'm starting to strategize things already. But I do have a question, all right? So if badges work differently this year, how does the rebirth work? Huh? You going to explain that one
good
for
question. No, that's a good question. So don't worry, Rebirth is back. And similar to past years, once you reach 90 overall and you unlock Rebirth, your builds are going to get a massive jump start. They're going to start you out at your highest overall rating that you previously reached, and there are still 4 tiers. That part hasn't changed. But this year, for the new badge system, Rebirth now immediately unlocks a percentage of your default badge token so that you can equip badges using those tokens right away. And the higher your Rebirth level of the 4 levels, the more tokens you're going to have unlocked right away. So Rebirth is still here. We know all of you love Rebirth. It is still here, and it has been adapted to this new badge system as well.
Yeah, Rebirth ain't going.
You know, this badge system, it sounds really deep. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to lock in a little bit more after the stream, man. I gotta go check out that them bills, man. I got to see. I got to get ready for day one, man. But you still have not told us about these legend badges, Evan. I think community wants to
legend
know.
Badges are back.
AKA me. I need to know, Evan. Come on, man. Give us the goods.
Yes. Okay. We're going to get to Legend Badges then. Legend Badges this year, they do come from the new badge synergy system. So let's explain this one. There are a total of 16 of these slots. 12 of the slots give a max +1 boost, and 4 of them give a max +2 boost. And the way it works is a synergy is broken into 2 parts. It's got a fuse badge and a reaction badge. The fuse badge gets a max +1 or a max +2 boost for the entire game, pushing that badge beyond its max potential. And that is how you can go even beyond Hall of Fame to get a legend badge. Now, when you put a badge into that fuse slot, it is also going to free up the badge tokens you would have otherwise spent to equip it. So that's another cool perk as well. The other part we mentioned is called a reaction badge. And that badge's max +1 or max +2 boost is going to trigger automatically after you have activated your fuse badge for a set number of times during a game. So they're linked together. And once it's activated, that reaction badge is going to get the same max +1 or max +2 boost for the rest of that game. So hopefully that makes sense. I know there's a lot, but as you get into the builder, it is going to make sense. And again, we are going to be answering questions, Q&A this week on Discord at discord.gg/NBA2K as well. If anything we mentioned didn't fully make sense to you, drop your questions in there. We're going to be keeping an eye out as well throughout this week.
Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely see what this is all about. I feel it's going to be a lot of experimentation.
Man, you didn't already play the game. We're
going to have to try to figure out what's the best way to go about this. But is there anything else we should know about the builder as we head into NBA 2K27?
Well, look, we said there was a lot of questions about badges. There are 2 more things to talk about, and one is badge related. We have added new badge loadouts, which I think the community is going to be very happy about. These allow you to customize and save completely different badge combinations, and you can swap these out. You can swap these loadouts out before a game begins. When you start, you have 1 loadout by default, and then you can earn up to 3 more through rep, challenges, and crew rewards. So hopefully it's a nice quality of life feature for all of you, especially those of you who use different types of badges for different modes, for example. But on top of that, we should talk about build specialization as well, because that was a popular new addition last year from 2K26. And this year in 2K27, we've added another specialization track for physicals. And every track also now has a total of 10 levels with different objectives that challenge you to complete more focused goals. So when we say more focused goals, just one of the examples is at level 5 for the shooting specialization, you now have to hit a certain number of corner threes, like specifically corner threes, not just any threes, but corner threes for that specialization. But build specialization overall, it still earns you your cap breakers, you still get some cosmetics, and you still get a permanent badge synergy as well from build specialization. So it's very much still something that is worth doing for your build.
All right.
You know what, Evan? I'm happy you said that. With all of these new changes, it almost slipped my mind. How does this affect cap breakers? There's a lot of things going on, Evan. We need to know.
Cap breakers too.
Well, cap breakers, the news is what we talked about on the roadmaps from a few weeks ago. They are back. And our dev team added a huge quality of life improvement so that you can preview the Catbreaker upgrades within the builder. But since you brought it up, I also want to clear something up. Because last time on that roadmap stream, when we said that you have to create your build to 99 overall before you see this Catbreaker preview menu, I think some of you thought that we meant that you have to upgrade one of your My Players to 99. Just to clarify, what we mean is that in the builder itself, that Catbreaker's preview menu becomes usable once you've allocated your attributes to build your My Player to a 99. So I guess just to double down on that, this is all within the builder. It does not have anything to do with actually upgrading your My Player. So just wanted to make that super clear. We saw some confusion about that after our roadmap stream, and we replied to a couple questions about that in our Discord, but just wanted to make it clear here on the stream as well.
All right, man. Talking about the builder, badges, all of that stuff was really cool. But now it's time to talk about the city. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and take another look at the city trailer.
Talk about this girl going between the legs on somebody.
Let's go get a run in, man.
Let's run it. Let's get going. Man, you know I'm down. Come on. Let's do this.
Let's do it, gang.
Look at her. Look at her, chat. Watch this shit. Look at her. I don't really care for the mask and stuff. Look at her. Natisha Heidemann. I like it. How come you get on the skate, bro? Might get caught about it. Yeah. It's probably already copyrighted, but that looks good, bro. Got the girls in here. Okay, got different rec venues. Okay, wish they would have did some different uniforms, but through the legs in traffic is crazy. 5v5. Oh, this is the crew HQ thing. They keep showing the same girl, man. I like it, man. They finally innovated this damn game. I think 26 was a placeholder.
We saw the city trailer again. It looks amazing. But Evan, now it's time to talk about it a little bit more. We saw the wreck. Let's talk about the wreck. You know I love the wreck. Let's get into it.
Yes, that is my favorite mode as well. As you saw in the city trailer, we are satisfying one of the biggest community requests to have multiple environments in the wreck in 2K27.
Oh, that's
there
nice.
are 5 environments that rotate. You've got a high school gym, you got a private practice style gym, a crowded arena, one venue that is season themed, where the jerseys in the court floor are going to update each season, and then finally, my favorite, we got an outdoor court in the rec stacks. I've been wanting to play rec games outside for the longest time, so whenever it rotates onto this one, I'm going to be sitting up in my chair.
That's a W.
But all jokes aside, I'm just so excited that the environment will switch up now in the rec to keep things fresh for every game that you're in there. It's my favorite mode. I know it's many of you on the chat's favorite mode as well, so I hope you're really excited as well that we got 5 rotating environments in the rec.
That's big time.
Yeah, that's a huge W.
That's huge.
Definitely. You know, it's always amazing when you just got something new to look at. You know what I'm saying? Go out there. But I'm interested in that high school gym. You know, I think I want to hoop in the high school gym, man. It's always good to go back to your roots a little bit. Anyway, the roadmap stated that other environments also got a refresh. Can we show a few of those? Can we take a look at them?
Let's see it.
Yeah, we had that map in the 2K bar back on the roadmap. But there are even more new environments besides the rec. We are also getting new ones in the theater, Ante-Up, Street Kings, and the park. So let's talk about those real quick. Street Kings has 3 courts called the Hollows, Claremont Court, and then the legendary Rucker Park recreated in 2K27 that we did reveal a few weeks ago. But now today you got your first look at it. So now you know what it looks like as well. You can see that we recreated it very authentically to how Rucker Park looks in real life. And in Street Kings, this is where you're going to be competing in tournaments, and you're going to encounter legendary bosses this year that you have to take down to earn rewards and also play with new featured VIP teammates as well. So there's a lot going on in Street Kings, and Rucker Park is at the center of it all. The next one is one that I really like as well. The theater is going outside. You can tell I love the outdoors, man. But the theater, it's going to be out under the stars.
I like it.
It's on a city block. It's got this new open air environment. Really excited for the theater and for you all to be playing in there as well. I'm going to be in there a lot.
Open air
I think between
environment
theater and the
is crazy
rec,
to
those are my two most favorite modes. They got a lot of cool new environments this year. Next one that I know many of you all love, Ante Up. That is going to go high up in the sky this year. It's got these nighttime rooftop courts. There's like skyscrapers peeking through all around you. It's a really cool look. I'm sure those of you who like Ante Up are very happy that you get a new environment this year as well.
They haven't.
And lastly, the seasonal parks are really popular last year. They are going to be back again in 2K27. There are 4 brand new locations alongside the remasters of the classic 2K17 versions of Sunset Beach, Old Town Park, and Rivet City. So there's going to be 7 of these that rotate in 2K27. Season 1 is going to be at a new one called the Lion and Vine Park. And I can't wait to see the other ones throughout the year as well. We got some really cool designs. You might have seen a couple sneak peeks of those in the city trailer.
All right. We heard a lot about the new environments, but what else is new in the city? We need to know. Everybody's excited to get out there. So what else new can we expect?
Yeah, one that I want to talk about is actually Daily Rivals. That is a leaderboard that groups you each day with 39 other players who have a similar skill level and play frequency as you. So every game you play counts towards your progress on this leaderboard, whether you win or lose.
I like it.
This leaderboard, the reason I like it, maybe because I'm not the most skilled player out there, but the reason I like it is because this leaderboard isn't about who is the most skilled or best on the sticks, but rather who is showing up in the city the most. And the higher you place on this leaderboard, the better the rewards you can get. And if you finish in the top 3, you can even get a Rivals ticket. And with this Rivals ticket, you can get a chance to land some of the rarest and coolest swag in the game. So that's Daily Rivals, something we want to mention right at the beginning because this is something you're going to see every day on the leaderboard.
Okay. All right. That's kind of cool. Give us something to do every single day. That's kind of fire. All right. What other ways can you flex your skill out there in the city, Evan? You know what I'm saying? If you're looking to be one of those guys, what other ways can you do that?
If you want to flex, I got something for you, Stacks. We got new player medals this year in the city that you can earn by completing lifetime challenges and hitting those big stat milestones in the different modes in the city. And after that, you can equip these medals. You equip one, it's going to show up during your pregame matchups and your postgame recap. So both your opponents and your teammates can see this medal that you're showing off. Okay. And in total, there are 300 unique player medals that you can unlock. There's 5 tiers of them, and you can get these across all game modes in the city and show off whichever medal you want to equip. So it's going to be right by your face or right by your player when you're loaded in. So like the rec, for example, people are going to see that right next to you and be able to see you flex your achievements.
And she's dunking.
That's kind of cool.
All right, 2K Cook.
Now, I do have a
2K Cook.
I have a question.
2K Cook this year.
In the trailer, I saw like the casual court. Is this similar to like Rookieville? I remember Rookieville. Is this similar to Rookieville? Will we have to go through there to enter the city? Is that something that's going to be mandatory? Like, what's going on?
No, Stacks, it is definitely not mandatory. I know you're a master on the sticks, but hey, the casual corner is not for you. I know you're not a casual. But look, we're on 2K27, but every year we are still welcoming in new players every day in 2K. They're playing for the first time, and we wanted to make sure that if you are new, you have a safe space to learn and train in the city before you go out into all the other modes that we have.
True.
So this year, we've added the Casual Corner. It is an optional building in the city where you can build up your confidence in 3s and 5s in like this rookie-friendly hub. So we can talk a little bit about how it works. When you're in here, what you play is going to be determined by your plate color. That's your performance tier. So if you're a black plate at the casual tier, you're going to be playing against easier CPU opponents. And in these games, you can really practice, right? They're going to let you practice. You can find your jump shot, practice your dribble moves, just get some W's right away without being too worried about your opponent. Now, once you upgrade from a black plate to a bronze plate and you're at the Hooper tier now, you are now going to be facing the CPU opponents, but alongside other humans at the same time. So at this point, you can start to learn how to play with other real 2K Hoopers out there. Then once you graduate up to the silver and gold plates, you're going to get your first taste of real city style competition against real human opponents. Now, once you're past that, once you're a purple plate and red plate, you have outgrown the casual corner. You should not be here anymore. At this point, if you are still in the casual corner, the CPU opponents are going to come back, and you also are not going to earn any VC, any season XP, any rep, or any badge progression.
That's how you get people out
if you want to play against a CPU for fun, you can definitely come in here and do it. But at this point, once you're a purple plate and a red plate, you have definitely outgrown the casual corner. The rest of the city's available. There's so many other modes out there. The casual corner is meant for people who are new to our community, who are still learning how to play. But again, just to say it one more time, the casual corner is optional, and you can even go in, and if you decide that you're ready, you can leave and skip ahead whenever you feel ready personally. So if you're, this is something that if you are not a casual, you don't have to do this. But if you are, we really hope this helps bring you a better experience when you're entering the city for the first time.
Type shit.
There is one more thing to mention here, though. If you're not a casual and you've played 2K26, you're a vet coming back, you're like Stack. You got that purple plate or the red plate. I don't know how good you are, Stacks. I don't know if you're purple plate or a red plate. If you're a vet, you're coming back from 2K26, your highest overall performance tier plate color is going to carry over from 2K26. And that means even on day one of 2K27, there are going to be plenty of other players at your same skill level. And also, last thing, by the way, with this means that the casual court in the park and the casual door in the theater have now been merged here into the casual corner, all in one safe space. So we hope this is a great change, really, for everybody, but especially for our new players in the community.
All right, Evan. I know a few people. I'm gonna make sure they hit up the casual corner. My dad, for sure. I'm gonna send him over there. We're gonna get him right. He always hit me up to play. My son, we're going to send him over there to the casual corner. I got a few people that's going to need that casual corner, improve their game, so they ready to get out there and play with me, you know? But that also leads into my next thing, Evan, because then eventually I'm going to want to invite them to my crew. You know I got to have the best crew in the game, Evan. What's new with crews? Let's talk about that.
We couldn't end the stream without talking about crews. This was one of my favorite features last year from 2K26. And this year, we have made them even better. So first up, we got some good news. Based on community feedback, we have increased the crew rewards track from 30 levels to 40 levels this year, right at launch. And then on top of that, in seasons 2 through 8, there are going to be 5 new crew levels added each season so that your crew is always leveling up and earning rewards together.
Leg up.
And then, as you heard earlier, our dev team has built a whole new building in the city called Crew HQ. And this is your squad's home base. So think of this like a my court for your crew. And as soon as you walk into this building, you're going to activate like a built-in voice chat with you and your crew.
That's nice.
And you're going to see a bunch of courts you can play on. There's a 1s court, a 2s court, and a 3s half court. There's also 3s and 5s full courts where you can practice with your squad.
Wow.
And as a crew,
that's
you
great.
can customize your crew's uniform. You can customize your crew's logo just as you could. And if you look up, you're even going to see your jerseys up in the rafters. They got your 2K usernames on the back.
What?
It's a really cool building, Stacks. It's like a headquarters just for you and your crew.
So this sounds kind of like Pro-Am, Evan. Am I tripping? Yeah. Like, is this like Pro-Am?
It does sound like that a little bit, doesn't it? So look, we have taken everything you loved about Pro-Am and integrated it directly into this new Crew HQ. So beyond the jersey customization and the team building, there are also 2 ranked doors in the Crew HQ. There's one for 3s and one for 5s. And these are going to take you into ranked crew games across 6 tiers. We got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and top ranked. And when you're playing these ranked crew games, you're going to match up against other crews of the same rank, or if nobody is available to match with you at the same rank, the closest rank available. But you and your other crews, other people in your crew, they're going to be placed on a leaderboard, and you have 7 days to prove that you belong in your rank. So if you win, you can make up and go up to the next tier. If you lose, Stacks, your crew might get relegated down to a tier below. And during the final weekend of each season, your crew is going to be entered into a divisional tournament. You're going to play for exclusive prizes. We can't wait to see you for that first one at the end of season 1. And also, one more thing to keep in mind here with these ranked crew games, at the start of a new season, every crew is going to drop 2 tiers so that you have a new, fresh challenge to go in the new season. Last thing, one more thing, actually. I forgot one more thing. We don't want to forget about private matchmaking.
Okay.
So, in the Crew HQ, there is a squad showdown kiosk. You go here, you can host your own private runs for both friendly matches,
Tournaments.
or maybe you're setting up a league. This is the place to do it. You can invite members from other crews and play with or against them in private matches, not limited to people that are just in your crews. So,
Wow.
Stacks, I got a question for you. Now that we talked about all this, what rank is your crew going to be? Are you going to be getting relegated down?
I mean, Nevin, we always shooting for the stars, man. You know, we always shooting for the stars. So whatever the top spot is, that's what we're going for. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, my dad is gonna be in my crew. You know, might have to do my best carry job of the year. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get there.
Well, okay, hold on. If all these people are in your crew, Stacks, you said earlier that you would let me play my career co-op with you. That's cool and all.
Huh?
But am I finally gonna get an invite to your crew in the city?
You know what, Evan? For sharing all of this great info today, you're gonna get a consideration, man. You're gonna get a real good consideration. You gave us a lot of information today, man. That's
I don't know what I gotta do to get into Stacks' crew. It's the
You know what, Evan?
So,
We're gonna welcome you in. Open arms. Open arms. We letting you in. Come on.
Stacks, see, now with that news, I'm going to have my console ready to go. I'm going to see you on day 1 in the city. You better be sending me that crew invite. But look, that is going to do it for us for this city. That is our post-show entertainment for today of the preseason breakdown. We hope you've learned a lot about 2K27. We went all the way from gameplay to my career, to my team, to my NBA, to my player builder, the city. We went through all across 2K27, and there is still even more that we didn't have time to cover here. So again, go to the NBA 2K website, check out the full courtside reports. Those cover everything we talked about today and even more on top of that. And I've also reminded you a couple times, but we're doing our Q&A with our dev team right now. It's in our official Discord. Go to discord.gg/NBA2K. That is your official community hub for NBA 2K throughout the whole year. But right now, you can get your questions in, and we're going to be answering some later this week. You're going to see those answers posted in the official Discord about gameplay specifically. We know there's a lot of you who want to hear from Mike Wang, but also for other modes as well. Now, before we go, many of you probably have by now finished your Twitch Drops progress. So if you watch for 45 minutes, you've earned a locker code in 2K26. And if you watch for 90 minutes, you have earned your first locker code in 2K27 before it even comes out. So to get your locker code, first, you're going to want to go to your Twitch Drops inventory and claim it there so that Twitch knows you finished watching the 45 minutes and or the 90 minutes. And then after that, you're going to head over to the NBA 2K Twitch Drops website, log in with the same Twitch account that you used to watch, and you're going to see your locker codes pop up there. That 2K26 code you can redeem right now, end the year right in 2K27. That 2K27 code, don't lose that. You can redeem that in 2K27 after early access begins next week. But Stacks, thank you for doing this awesome show with me. Producers behind the scenes as well. It has been a really fun day here. We got to go to Community Day. We got a long day ahead of us, but we are going to see you all next week when early access begins. Until then, thank you all for tuning in. Keep an eye out for all the Community Day content coming out this week. We got real gameplay in the builder, my team, Rucker Park, and more. Stacks mentioned we got scientists over there in the builder. They're going to go through all of it and show you all later in the week. So again, next week, early access on August 26th. But for now, happy game reveal day, and we'll see you in 2K27.
Peace.
Wow. That was probably the biggest dump of information at one time that 2K has ever done, bro. No fucking cap. No cap at all, bro. That was the biggest dump of information from a game at one time I've ever witnessed, bro. Gosh, I can honestly say they did make a lot of fucking changes. A lot of changes. They made a lot of changes, bro. For me, I'm gonna keep going back to this because I'm already seeing in the comments that about girls not being able to get games. I don't think that's gonna be the case, bro. I don't think that's gonna be the case. Because as you see here, they can do the same things that the dudes can do. So let's look at the original trailer. Cooper Flag's shot was so much better. Paul George always gets into the trailer.
How's your back? You know, record gets pretty aggressive.
Yeah, that's the point.
So right here, after this dunk, you see she drops Buddy, man. She drops Buddy. Dropped him. She dropped him. She dropped him off. She dropped him off good. So won't be any issues with doing this. No issues with dropping off dudes. You know? Good, nice jump.